So some examples of how we can use angles and sides to list the order of the other. We've got this first one on the top left, list the angles in order from greatest to least. So I'm going from greatest to least, which means I need my biggest angle first. So in order to find my biggest angle, I need my biggest side, which is going to be 8 feet. So that is going to go across from angle R. So because 8 is my biggest side, angle R is going to be my biggest angle. Okay, my next biggest side is going to be 6.43, which means it goes across from angle Q. So 6.43 goes across from angle Q. And then my smallest angle is going to go across from my smallest side length, which is going to be 4 and angle P. So all that information is going to help me list these angles in order. I can do the same thing going in the opposite direction. This one I've got to do a little bit of work because I'm not given my third side length, or my third angle, excuse me. However, because I know a triangle is made up of 180 degrees, 180 equals x plus 28 plus 118. So I can take 180 and subtract 28 and subtract 118 to give me 34 equaling x. So I can replace this question mark with 34. Let's go ahead and erase that, 34. And now, given that information, I can go on ahead and go from least to greatest now, least to greatest. So my smallest angle is 28. That's going to be across from side L. So 28 degrees goes across from side L. I've got my second largest angle goes across from side M. So 34 degrees goes across from M. And then my final side and angle, 118, goes across from K. So LMK would be the correct order from least to greatest. Same thing here, I've got to solve for x. So 180 minus 60 minus 54 is going to give me 66 degrees, because I know that x plus 60 plus 54 equals 180. Therefore, x is going to equal 66 degrees. And now I want to go, again, from longest to shortest. So because I'm going from longest to shortest, I'm at biggest angle first. That's going to be across from my longest side. So 66 degrees is my biggest angle. S is my biggest side. My next biggest angle, my middle angle, is 60, which means T is going to be my middle side. And then I have, 54 goes across from R, 54 degrees. So side R is my smallest side. And now doing the same thing, just working backwards. We're going from greatest to least here. So if we're going from greatest to least, 26 is my longest side, which makes Q my largest angle. Then I can go in, I know that 21 is my second largest side, which makes P my second largest angle. And then my final side is going to go across from 17. My final angle is going to go across from my smallest side, which is 17. So angle R is my smallest side. So I've got that in order. And using that same idea that we were doing all throughout this, let's go through thought process here. Okay, what is the longest segment in this diagram? Well, I know, okay, I can kind of piece this together in two parts. All right. I know that W is my longest segment, or my largest angle. So that's our largest angle in triangle XWZ, which makes XZ my longest side. XWZ. However, now this has to be the longest side in the other triangle as well. And if we take a look, okay, I can tell 120 is my largest angle over here. Largest angle in triangle XYZ, okay, which means that its longest side is going to be down here. XYZ, and because XY is bigger than XZ in triangle XYZ, I know that my longest segment is going to be XY. For all those reasons, okay? So we got to kind of piece together and think through it, but once we kind of go through that thought process, it kind of maps itself out for us.